Hi, everybody. This is Nanette from Touchmark on Saddle Drive, and today we are doing Tuesday trivia, but it's actually Thursday, so thank you for being patient with our computer glitches. So, trivia time. Of course, we do 4 rounds of 10 questions. I have answer sheets like this available at the front desk. If you don't have an answer sheet, you can certainly just put a blank sheet of paper, number 1 through 10, so that you know what your answers are. I love to give away prizes. So if you write your answers down, I will put a prize at your door for participating. The rules are pretty simple. There's no extra credit for getting things right or wrong. I just want you to follow along and have fun. It doesn't do any good to look up the answers because I'm giving you the answers right after I give you the question, essentially. So just have fun, follow along. Write down the answers. Even if you wrote down every single one wrong, I still give you a prize. So it's a win-win situation. So with that, let's start our trivia, our first round of 10. So here is question number 1. Which state is known as America's Dairyland? Which state is known as America's Dairyland? That's question 1. Question number 2. Animals without backbones are known as what? What classification? Number 2. Animals without backbones are known collectively as what type of a creature? So that's question 2. Question number 3. Oh, maybe that was a long word, so I needed to give you a little bit extra time. Anyway, question number 3. What is hummus made from? Question number 3. What is hummus made from? What is the base ingredient of hummus? Not the flavoring. You can have garlic hummus and all the other hummus flavors, pepper hummus, but what is hummus made from? All right, question number 4. Which astrological sign's symbol is a set of scales? If your birthday falls in this period, then you probably know which astrological sign this is. But number 4, which astrological sign's symbol is a set of scales? All right, question number 5. Michael Phelps is an Olympic athlete known for competing in what sport? So question number 5. Michael Phelps is an Olympic athlete known for competing in what sport? Write that number down, that answer down for number 5. All right, number 6. Anne Frank and her family hid in an attic during World War II. In what city were they hiding? She's very famous. Her diary is very famous. Where did she write that diary? So question number 6. Anne Frank and her family hid in an attic during World War II. In what city were they hiding? All right. Question number 7. In Greek mythology, who had snakes for hair and can turn people into stone if they looked at her? Ooh, that's a famous Greek mythology person. All right, so question number 7. In Greek mythology, who had snakes for hair and can turn people into stone for looking at her? What's the name of that person? That lady, because I said it was a her. All right, that's number 7. Question number 8. What is the name of the body of water located between Israel and Jordan? It's almost a biblical question. But number 8, what is the name of the body of water? It's a famous body of water that is located between Israel and Jordan. That's question number 8. All right, question number 9. What breakfast cereal was Sonny the Cuckoo Bird famous for promoting? Sonny the Cuckoo Bird? Was cuckoo for this kind of cereal? All right, so question number 9. What breakfast cereal was Sonny the Cuckoo Bird famous for promoting? This is not Tony the Tiger. All right, question number 10. What movie about Danny and Sandy, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, was the 4th highest grossing musical movie ever? Hope you know your musicals. So question number 10. What movie about Danny and Sandy, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, was the 4th highest grossing musical movie of all time? That's question 10. All right. I'll give you a moment to catch your breath, write down any answers that you were thinking of, and we'll go back and go over those answers. You just self-correct, and at the bottom of your group of 10, circle the number that you have correct. Like I say, I don't give you any extra credit for getting 10, but I don't subtract any extra credit for just getting 1 or 0. It's okay. All right, so question number 1 was, which U.S. state is known as America's Dairyland? America's Dairyland is Wisconsin. I want to say it with the accent. Wisconsin is the answer to that one. So Wisconsin is America's Dairyland. They make lots of cheese. They have cheese heads. Green Bay Packers. Okay. Anyway, that's question number 1, Wisconsin. Question number 2, animals without backbones are known as what? As a classification group or whatever, animals without backbones are known as invertebrates. So invertebrate is the answer to that, number 2. Number 3, what is hummus made from? Hummus is made from chickpeas. So if you didn't know that, and you thought you were eating something else, you're eating mashed up, squished chickpeas if you have hummus, which is actually really good. All right, so hummus is chickpeas. That's the answer to number 3. Number 4, which astrological sign's symbol is a set of scales? If you were born in October, like me, then you would know that astrological sign is Libra. So Libra is the answer to number 4. Number 5, Michael Phelps is an Olympic athlete known for competing in what sport? Michael Phelps, he's like one of the all-time winningest athletes, gold medalist. He was a swimmer. So swimming is the answer to number 5. He was a swimmer. Number 6, Anne Frank and her family hid in an attic during World War II. In what city were they hiding? They were hiding in Amsterdam. I hope you got that one. Amsterdam is the answer to that. Number 7, in Greek mythology, which person or what creature had snakes for hair and people would turn into stone if they looked at her and she looked at them? That person or that creature is Medusa. Medusa is the Greek mythological figure. Medusa. Number 8. What is the name of the body of water located between Israel and Jordan? It is the Dead Sea, the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea is right in there. So if you've ever been to that area, I hear that's a very interesting side trip. The Dead Sea is the answer to number 8. Number 9, what breakfast cereal was Sonny the Cuckoo Bird famous for promoting? Sonny the Cuckoo Bird promoted Cocoa Puffs. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's what Sonny would say. So Cocoa Puffs is the answer to number 9. Number 10, what movie about Danny and Sandy, starring John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, was the 4th highest grossing movie musical ever? That movie is named Grease. Grease is the word. Anyway, Grease is the musical movie. So that's our first 10 questions. Count up how many you got right. Circle that number down at the bottom. And we'll go on to round 2. All right. Round 2, first question. Here we go. Number 1. What state is the home to the Mall of America? I've never been there. Well, I've never been to the Mall of America. I've been to that state. I've driven through that state. Anyway, number 1. What state is the home to the Mall of America? We don't have a mall here. Okay, question number 2. In nautical terms, what is the opposite of windward? If something is not windward, it is something else, the opposite. So what is the opposite of windward? That's question number 2. Question number 3. Oh, it's math, which is not my favorite topic. But question number 3. What is the square root of 144? The carpenters out there love that question. So question number 3. What is the square root of 144? All right. Question number 4. How many people were on the ark that Noah built? Well, you know, 1. So question number 4. How many people were on the ark that Noah built? 1. How many? All right. Question number 5. What is the human body's largest organ? This is always kind of a trick question. Number 5. What is the human body's largest organ? That's number 5. All right. Number 6. Aristotle studied under what other famous philosopher? So Aristotle learned a whole bunch of stuff, how to think primarily. And who did he learn it from? It was another famous Greek person. So that's number 6. Aristotle studied under what famous philosopher? Number 7. What 3 endurance sports compose a triathlon? We have lots of triathlons around Montana. So anyway, what 3 sports, typically and traditionally, would you find in a triathlon as part of a triathlon? Write down those 3 sports. All right, question number 8. We're on number 8. What is Earth's path around the sun called? What do we call that? As the Earth travels around the sun, the Earth is following its what? So that's question number 8. What is the Earth's path around the sun called? All right, question number 9. What state do they call the show me state? What state do they call the show me state? That's a tougher one. Hopefully, we've got a couple of people here at Touchmark that are from that state, that were born and raised there. All right, so that was question number 9, the show me state. Question number 10, geography, which you know I love. So question number 10, what city has the nickname the Mile High City? That's an easy one. Question number 10, what city has the nickname the Mile High City? And that was 10. So now we're going to go over our answers. Here we go. Question number 1. What state is home to the Mall of America? That state would be Minnesota. Minnesota. So Minnesota has the Mall of America. It's in Minneapolis, I think. Maybe St. Paul, but Minneapolis. All right, number 2. In nautical terms, what is the opposite of windward? The opposite of windward is leeward. So you have the Windward Islands and the Leeward Islands, but the opposite of windward is leeward. That's number 2. Number 3, what is the square root of 144? Oh, carpenters know this. The square root of 144 is 12. 12, a foot. You know, square foot is 144 inches. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4, how many people were on the ark that Noah built? Well, Noah, he's number 1. He brought his wife, that's 2. Oh, Noah had 3 sons, that's 5. And the 3 sons had 3 wives. Oh, sorry about my finger. 8. There were 8 people on Noah's ark. Noah, his wife, 3 sons, and 3 wives. Sorry. All right, number 5. What is the human body's biggest organ? Oh, this is always tricky. You want to say the lungs or the liver or something. Nope, it's the skin. Your whole skin is the biggest organ of your body. So skin is the answer to number 5. Number 6, Aristotle studied under what famous philosopher? Aristotle studied under Plato. I'm sorry, if you could name 2 famous ancient Greeks, you would name Aristotle and Plato. So Plato is the answer to that one. Plato's number 6. Number 7, what 3 endurance sports compose the triathlon? A triathlon is composed of running, swimming, and bicycling. That's way too much work, and people find them fun. All right, so triathlon, number 7, swimming, cycling, and running. All right, number 8, what is Earth's path around the sun called? When it makes that journey, the Earth around the sun takes a year. That is called the Earth's orbit. Orbit. That was almost too easy. I don't know. So Earth's orbit. All right, number 9. What state is known as the Show Me State? I've been there too. I love it. It was very pretty, actually. I was there in the fall, and it has really pretty fall colors. The Show Me State is Missouri. Missouri is the answer to number 9. And number 10, we're from the Mountain West. We better know this one. What state or what city has the nickname the Mile High City? Denver. Hello. We knew it was Denver. Broncos play the Denver is the answer to number 10. So that was round 2. On to round 3. So you can tabulate how many you got right in round 2. But we're moving on to number 3. Number 3, question number 1 out of 10. Question 1. Which famous scientist introduced the idea of natural selection? Which famous scientist introduced the idea of natural selection? That's question 1. Question number 2. Ooh, another science one. Question 2. What do we call the scientific theory which led to the formation of the universe? What do we call the scientific theory, because it's not proven, which a lot of people believe led to the formation of the universe? Some people don't believe it, but so what is that theory called? All right, number 3. Which president has his face on a dime? I'm going to see if I have a dime. Oh, I do. Which president has his face on a dime? This is not the side with his face on it. So what president is pictured on the dime? All right, that was question 3. Question 4. Oh, it's a biblical question. Name the Roman governor who presided at the trial of Jesus and gave the order for his crucifixion. He was crucified under somebody, the governor. All right, number 4. Name the Roman governor who presided at the trial of Jesus and gave the order for his crucifixion. What was his name? Number 5. Which famous document starts with these words? When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary. Anyway, what famous document starts with those words? When in the course of human events. That's the first line, first couple words of what famous document. All right, question number 6. Which vehicle was invented to circumvent trench warfare? We still use them today. All right, which vehicle was invented to circumvent trench warfare? That's question 6. Question number 7. What is the unit of measurement used to measure the height of a horse? What is the unit of measurement that's used to measure the height of a horse? Horses are how tall? That's question number 7. Number 8. What is Alaska's second most populous city? If you've been to Alaska, you might know this one. So question number 8. What is Alaska's second most populous city? You probably only name 5 cities in Alaska, so name one of them. All right, question number 9. We're on number 9. Whose face was said to have launched 1,000 ships? Whose face was said to have launched 1,000 ships? That's question number 9. And question number 10. In nautical terms, nautical terms again, what is the opposite of port? You have port and you have the other. What's the opposite of port? That's question number 10. All right, let's go back and review. Question number 1, I asked you, Which famous scientist introduced the idea of natural selection? That famous scientist would be Charles Darwin. So Darwin is the answer to number 1. Question number 2. What do we call the scientific theory which some people believe led to the formation of the universe? Some people don't believe it, but it's a pretty good theory. We call that theory the Big Bang Theory. That's question number 2, Big Bang Theory. Question number 3, whose face is pictured on a dime? It's right here. Ooh, who is that? That is Franklin Roosevelt. He's the one that's on a dime. So Franklin Roosevelt. All right. Question. No. Oh, I got to stop my alarm here. Question number, let's see, we're on number 4, the answer to that one. Name the Roman governor who presided at the trial of Jesus and gave the order for his crucifixion. That would have been Pontius Pilate. He was crucified under Pontius Pilate. All right, so number 4, Pontius Pilate. Number 5, which famous document starts with the words, when in the course of human events? I might have one of those somewhere. I think I might. Let me look here. Aha! I do. Everybody should have one of these. Anyway, it is the Declaration of Independence. Now, this is my pocket constitution, but I don't know if it has the Declaration. Let's hope it has the Declaration of Independence in here. It should. Oh, page 31. Let me find it here. Oh, right here. Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and on and on. So that is question number 5, Declaration. Number 6, what vehicle was invented to circumvent trench warfare? That would have been the tank, Patton's favorite vehicle. So the tank is the answer to number 6. Number 7, what is the unit of measurement used to measure the height of a horse? Horses are measured in hands. How many hands high is a horse? And a hand is like 4 inches, I think they say. So a hand is the unit of measure. All right, number 8, what is Alaska's second most populous city? That would be Fairbanks, Alaska. Fairbanks, not Nome, not Juneau. I'm assuming Anchorage is number 1. Fairbanks is number 2. All right, question number 9. Whose face was said to have launched 1,000 ships? Helen of Troy. I know. Helen is a pretty name. If I had had a girl, I would have had a Helen Holmes at my house, but 3 boys. All right, number 9, the answer was Helen of Troy. And number 10, in nautical terms, what is the opposite of port? Port is on one side and starboard is on the other. So starboard and port. So starboard is the answer to number 10. Okay, we're on our last round of 10 questions. Here we go. Question number 1. How many sides in total would 3 triangles and 3 rectangles have? Count them up. How many sides total would 3 triangles and 3 rectangles have? Do the math. That's number 1. Number 2, what is entomophobia? I hope I pronounced that right. What is entomophobia? Entomophobia. I'm sounding it out very, very well. What is entomophobia? That's number 3, or number 2. Number 3, what was the name of the actress who starred in the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's? It's a very famous movie. Name the actress who starred in that. Number 3, that's question number 3. Question number 4, which Ukrainian town, it was Russian at the time, belonged to Russia, what Ukrainian town suffered an infamous nuclear disaster in 1986? So it's in present-day Ukraine. At that time, it was part of the USSR. So question number 4, what Ukrainian town suffered an infamous nuclear disaster in 1986? You don't have to spell it right. Do your best. I don't take points off for spelling. All right, question number 5. Name the Chinese writer born in 551 BC, known for preaching about high moral standards? What was the name of that Chinese philosopher? Name the Chinese philosopher and writer born in 551 BC, known for preaching about high moral standards. That's number 5. Number 6, another Bible one. What is the second book of the Old Testament? That's question number 6. What is the second book of the Old Testament? All right. Question number 7. Another Bible one right in a row. What was I thinking? All right, number 7. The shortest verse in the Bible is John 11, verse 35, and it says, Jesus wept. What good friend was Jesus weeping for, who he then proceeded to raise from the dead? You should know that one. All right, number 7, the shortest verse in the Bible is John 11:35. It says, Jesus wept. What good friend was Jesus weeping for, who he then proceeded to raise from the dead? What was that friend's name? All right, question number 8. What famous poet wrote the iconic poem, The Raven? He also wrote some other, Annabel Lee would be one. I think that's a nice one too. All right, anyway, number 8, what famous poet wrote the iconic poem, The Raven? Yes. Number 9 is the next one. In which ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located? There. And let's see, number 10. Oh, let's see, number 9, in which ocean was the Bermuda Triangle located? And number 10, what group of animals is known as a flamboyance? So you have a herd of cattle, but you have a flamboyance of what kind of animal? All right, we'll go back over these answers. Question number 1, how many sides in total would 3 triangles and 3 rectangles have? That would be 21. 3 times 3 plus 3 times 4. So 12 plus 9 is 21. All right, number 2, what is entomophobia? What is an entomologist study? It's an irrational fear of insects and bugs. So a fear of bugs is entomophobia. All right, number 3, what was the name of the actress who starred in the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's? That would be Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn is the answer to number 3. Number 4, what Ukrainian town suffered an infamous nuclear disaster in 1986? Chernobyl. And you don't have to spell it right, but it was Chernobyl. Number 5, name the Chinese writer born in 551 BC, known for preaching about high moral standards. That would be Confucius. Number 6, what is the second book of the Old Testament of the Bible called? The second book comes after Genesis. Exodus is number 2. Number 7, the shortest verse in the Bible was John 11:35. Jesus wept. What good friend was Jesus weeping for, who he then proceeded to raise from the dead? Who did Jesus raise from the dead? Lazarus is the answer to number 7, Lazarus. Number 8, what famous poet wrote the iconic poem, The Raven? That would have been Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is the answer to number 8. Number 9, in which ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located? The ocean is actually the Atlantic Ocean. That's where you would find the Bermuda Triangle. And number 10, this was the hardest one on this whole list. What group of animals is known as a flamboyance? A group of animals is a flamboyance? Flamingos. That's what it would be. So flamingos form a flamboyance. All right, that is the last group of 4. I don't have a bonus question this week, but thank you for playing along, and I hope you enjoy the trivia. This is Nanette. Oh.